Not quite right. I went to meet Mel just to talk to him, just to see, just to meet him really, because he's Mel Gibson, and I was interested to meet him. Plus, I had the link being I've been offered Mad Max as a role, and unequivocally Mel Gibson. I had to sit with him just to say hello, really, just talk to him about things. Yeah, we just had a chat about stuff. No, it wasn't really about that. It was just about touching base and I suppose being around the man who is obviously Mad Max. And then I am now going on this journey with George Miller, who created Mad Max. So I'll have my own separate relationship to the character. But I wanted to meet him.
I was young enough to not be allowed to see it, so I remember that. I don't know exactly how, maybe 8 or something like that, 7. But we got it also way later because of, the situation in South Africa. So we didn't get it exactly at the time that it was released. But I just remember my parents loving it, and I remember South Africans loving it. Like, it was really a part of the South African culture. And when those movies were out, people talked about them. And it was only later in my life that I kind of refound them and revisited them.
Look, if in a word, curiosity. I'm still curious. When I started making movies, I started off as a doctor. I was drawn by curiosity. I'm still curious. Cinema is something you can never master. You can do it for 1,000 years, you'll never master. The world has changed, the technology's changed, we as audiences have changed in the time since we made those first Mad Maxes, and I just wanted to go back with my colleagues, some of whom have worked on the first Mad Maxes, and go back and see what we could do now, all this time later. I mean, this movie has, Mad Max 2 had 1,200 shots. This one has 2,700 shots. So audiences, we're getting faster at reading movies, and the idea was to try to make it clear and creamy so that you knew where we were.